Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Welcome to Success Path, where we unveil the stories of those making impactful strides. Today, we have a remarkable guest who is not just shaping narratives, but empowering individuals through educational content on social media. Today, we are hosting Mr. Yassine Yala. Welcome with us, Sir Yassine.
Thank you so much for having me, and thank you for the thoughtful introduction.
Thank you. So today we'll be delving into your content creating stories, into your life a little bit.
Yeah.
So starting this episode today, who is Yassine Yala? How could you describe yourself and tell us a little bit about your background?
Okay, so I'm an Algerian man, a married man with 2 kids, happily married with 2 kids. And I'm also an HR manager in a company, so I dealt and I deal with everything that an HR manager is supposed to deal with in terms of payroll, administration, disciplinary, recruitment, hiring, training, career management, communication, and everything. And I like to describe myself as a dynamic person, a cheerful person, determined and accessible.
Okay, thank you. Welcome with us again.
Thank you so much.
Yassine, how did you first venture into creating educational content on social media?
Wow, that's a very good question indeed. Actually, it took me 3 years. It took me 3 years of deep thought. So I was deeply thinking into creating something or not, because believe it or not, give me a microphone in front of 1,000 people and I can present something. But when it comes to social media, I've always felt a bit reluctant because you don't know where your videos are going to end up. You don't know who's going to use them and to what purpose. So when we were in the lockdown in 2020, I started thinking about doing something. And then I actually started doing it practically in January 2023. So at the beginning, my first idea was to do something related to HR in Algerian Arabic, Darja. This is what I wanted to do at the beginning, explaining everything about HR in Algerian Arabic. And then I thought that would be a bit problematic to me because many people, not everyone, but most people might have some issues in the workplace. So they would be addressing the issues to you and you would be like their lawyer or their advocate or something. And I said, okay, what is the next thing that I can do well? So English. Okay, why not mix both?
Yes.
English with business content because of my HR background.
That's good, thank you.
That's it.
Okay, let's say what promoted you to use social media as a platform for spreading awareness about professional conduct?
Yeah, social media is one of the most important media nowadays. So with TV and internet and everything. So social media also is a very powerful tool. If you want to present something, if you want to talk about something, if you want to defend an idea, and if you want to suggest something, to sell something, to present an image, so why not use it in a positive way? That's it. That was my main objective.
Yes, that's a very positive way and a very positive impact that you are doing. Let's go to the jingle and come back with Yassine Yahya. Sir,
thank you.
So, now how has your journey and experience shaped the content you create?
Okay, well actually I started doing expressions at the very beginning. When I started my content, I started doing expressions. And then I took a poll on social media. I asked my followers, what is it that you really want to see? And then people who know that I'm an HR professional, they said, okay, you know many things about HR. Teach us something about HR, because at the beginning I was explaining and presenting expressions and idioms, some business idioms and some general idioms. And then I took a poll and the majority voted for the business content. And that's how I started doing business content, okay? Which was very beneficial for me, because everything you see on my channel, everything you see on my account, on my Instagram account and TikTok channel, is based on my personal experience. Of course, there's an academic background and there's an experience, but there's also something that I experienced with my very eyes while performing or working as an HR.
Okay, that's good. So you are posting on Instagram and on TikTok under the name English with YY.
Yes, it's English with YY. Yes, yes. These are my initials.
Yes, Yasin
Yala. Yes, these are my initials.
Okay, now, as someone who wears multiple hats, educator, I say, advocate, content creator, and HR manager, or how we say it?
It's HR manager, yes.
HR manager.
HR manager,
okay.
It's fine.
How do you manage your time?
Everything is about being organized, okay? Well, at the beginning it was quite, not stressful, but it was a hassle at the very beginning, because it was something new that I started doing, and I was already very busy. And then, because I was posting one video every day, now I post maybe 3-4 times a week, and it's manageable, okay? So I record my videos in the weekend, and sometimes weekdays, and I post videos whenever I feel the need to. But work keeps me busy, and work always brings more work anyway.
Yes.
So everything is a matter of being organized, I guess.
It's not just being organized, you're being organized and doing everything well. That's so interesting.
Well, I hope so. I hope that I'm doing everything well. And also, when you see people requesting more videos and encouraging you, and nice words and nice comments, and people encouraging you, and sometimes they meet you in the street and they tell you, hey, I like what you do. That's a very positive encouragement. Yes,
yeah, it is.
I mean, it proves that we very humbly impacted people's lives, at least for a couple of minutes. And that's what matters as a content creator.
Yes. That was for the Roots of Vision. See you in the next part to the jingle now. We are back now to the last part. How do you handle pushback criticism that may arise from your content creating field?
Well, to be very honest with you, I consider myself lucky, because I don't really have negative comments. Not that many, okay? Sometimes people, I mean, when you're a content creator, when you're a professional, when you do something, when you're a cook, when you're a chef, when you're anything, you have to bear in mind that not everyone will like what you do, okay? And this is something that I'm really comfortable with. But to be honest, I know that my content is more business oriented, HR oriented, legal professional oriented, so it's not for everyone. Had I presented content about general English more, I think I would have had more criticism, okay? More people telling me, no, this is not how you should say it, this is how you should pronounce it. But what I do is more business oriented. So if you don't work in a company, if you're not at least a pre-intermediate level in English, you won't really be able to follow what I do. So that's why I consider myself lucky, and I tell you that I don't really have negative comments, not that many. Yeah. And sometimes I do, but it's nothing I can't handle. Sometimes it's nothing I can't handle.
Yeah. Maybe probably because what you do is rare in the content creating wise in Algeria here.
I wouldn't say it's, in Algeria I like to think of myself as the first content creator who is doing business English, or more management and HR and everything. We have remarkable content creators in Algeria. Remarkable ones in all languages: Arabic, French, English, Spanish, German, even German. There's someone who creates fantastic content in German. But it's more about the language, the general teaching of the language. No one has really, as far as I know, in Algeria, no one has really tackled the business matters. So that's why I tell you that my content, I know that it's not for everyone. That's it.
Yes, it is indeed. And as I said again, it has such a positive impact.
I hope so. Thank you
Yes,
so
me
much.
too. And now looking ahead, what are your aspirations for the futures, and how do you plan to continue making a positive impact?
Okay, so thank you. That's a very good question indeed. Actually, what I want to do in the future is to be able to import this format on TV, is to have a capsule on TV, just a 5-minute capsule on TV, presenting issues, problematics of the professional world, of the workplace, okay? And I teach people how to make a CV, how to conduct a job interview, how to participate in a job interview, what are the most frequently asked questions. So I really aim to import this this format on TV. That would be an accomplishment to me.
And it would be so interesting too.
Hopefully.
I've noticed that you were lately posting about Palestine. Would you tell us about that?
Yes, my videos about Palestine, I mean, came on a timely manner because there's something that you should know. I have many followers from Palestine, many of them from Gaza and from the West Bank also. And when I started, when the war started, when the genocide started on Gaza, many people, many followers, Palestinian followers, were telling me, Yassine, please speak, tell the words, tell the world about us. Tell us about our suffering, okay? And I used the voice messages I received from them as clips in my videos.
Yes,
and I asked all the content creators, artists, content creators, people who have a platform, okay? Especially if you have many followers, post something, say something. Standing with, or being neutral, I mean, being neutral doesn't make you stand with the oppressed.
Yes.
You're standing with the oppressor. Exactly. So this is why, as content creators, it's our role to say something and to speak about the things that are happening in Gaza. So I posted many videos about what is happening, especially testimonies. I receive testimonies from people, and I post them.
Yes. And what about the feedback on these videos that you posted?
Well, I like to believe that there is a feedback. The feedback was good. The feedback was good. People were supporting the initiative, and also I had many people who unsubscribed to my channel just because of that.
Goodbye.
That's an impact.
Yes, that's a good impact.
That's an impact. It's because my voice, or their voice, not my voice. So my platform was used, but it's their voice. Their voices were heard, and they didn't like it. Okay, and as long as the media in other countries keep posting things for the Zionist entity, in favor of the Zionist entity, we will keep posting things in favor of Palestine and Gaza.
Yes.
That's it.
Such a good gesture. Thank you for that. And now we have arrived to the end of today's episode. What would you say as a final word?
Well, I'd like to thank you very much for having me. And I would like to tell you, if you have, and to tell the people who watch us, if they want to know how to make a CV, if they want to learn about job interviews and the most frequently asked questions,
to come see you.
Yes, they can follow my channel on TikTok and Instagram. It's English with YY, and there will be a bunch of things to learn.
Yes, thank you for being with us, sir.
My pleasure.
And we have arrived to today's episode's ending. Thank you for being with us through it, and see you next time, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.